For more on African student refugees in Poland, I'm joined by Mary Mgawe, host of VOA Swahili TV program Duniani Leo. Mary, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you so much, Esther, for having me in your show.
Yes, definitely. You are brave. You traveled with Karina to Poland. Share with us what you saw from the African refugee students in Poland and what did they tell you?
You know, the most important thing that I can remember when we arrived there, we expected to see a lot of people, which we did. But then when it comes to the students who were studying in Ukraine and they moved to Poland, they were just there, just hoping maybe one day the war will finish and probably they will go back to Ukraine to finish their education. Because some of them, they had only halfway to finish. Imagine you have only one semester left for you to finish your studies, and then they were coming, the war coming, and then they couldn't continue, so they have to come to Poland and expect maybe one day they could join to Poland for their education. It was really hard.
Yeah, I can only imagine. You're going there with a hope to come back educated with a degree to go do something back home and do something with your life. But then again, when you spoke to them, was there any desire, having come out of the crisis in Ukraine, they're in Poland, now they're refugees and not students again, did you have a sense of anybody saying, if I had a means to do so, I would go back home to Africa?
They hope to go back home to Africa if they have something to do there. But they stuck in Poland because they're expecting maybe one day they can join education there, university in Poland, and continue with their studies. Some of them, they had a chance to continue while they were there by using online, and some of them they didn't. So they were just sitting there frustrated and waiting. Maybe they will get some good news. Probably they can rejoin to Poland.
I can imagine the frustration, because now the war has gone on since you returned to Washington. The war has continued. It's almost, there's like no hope going back to Ukraine. However, I was surprised, Mary, to learn that there are African activists in Poland at the refugee camps. What kind of services were they offering?
As you know, when you go somewhere different, new place, you believe or you hope to have somebody to hold your hands and to show you this is where to go. You can hold this way, you can see this way, you can sit here. So that's exactly what they are doing. They provide food, shelter, and all of that. They show them the way. Some of them, they just advise them to sit there in Poland and look for means of life for them if they wanted to continue to live in Poland.
Did you find maybe some of them who needed sort of counseling? You know, when you get a situation like this that is quite traumatic, this is not what they were expecting. Yes. Were those activists offering any kind of services like, you know, counseling for them?
According to the activists that we spoke to, they said some of them, yes, especially the women. So they used to bring some people there to their location, the apartment that they rented for them. They come in their house and talk to them and just make sure, bring hope to them and make sure they are comfortable.
Were they able at all to communicate with their families back in Africa?
Definitely, definitely. They have phones, they have laptops, they have all means of communication. They communicated with home, but going back, I did not see that it is going to be very, very easy for them.